Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? It's it's a little bit grey and overcast over here, but you can see exactly where I am. What do we think? This is my new classroom, our workshop area, our new tangle space. And as you can see, we've still got a few bits and pieces to do, but yeah, we're almost there. Look, we're still cleaning, we're still getting that done, but it's not going to be long now. And we're hoping that we're looking at the weekend, 3rd, 4th of September to open. So, all right, that's your sneak peek, as we like to say. So let's turn it down then. Oh, thank you, Pat. You know, we've worked so hard, but it's looking fabulous. So, okay, what are we doing today then? Oh, I know, it's lovely, Joe. Oh, I'm so pleased with it. It's great. Oh, what are we doing today then? Okay. I'm working on a dark tile today, and I've also got a couple of stencils out. I know we don't use them very often because I'm quite aware that not everybody has got them, so that's okay. If you haven't, draw around something round, or you can do it a different shape, or you can just draw a curve, it's fine. But I'm using, if you need to know, I'm using the 2 circles out of the Zen buttons, that's that one there, pack, so you can sort of get the same sort of thing. All right, Chris, absolutely no, not at all. Although I must admit there are some ex-students from school that still call me Miss, even though I say, look, it doesn't matter anymore. You can, you don't have to call me Miss, but they insist. So whatever, I've been called worse. All right then, so here we go. I'm going to move that one out of the way. I'm going to use the largest one first. Yeah. Oh, Jan, and I put there's a Premier Inn down the road. There is. And then there's a Hilton just round the corner. Just saying. Oh, okay. So, what have I got today? I've got my white pencil. I've got clean tortillon, although Leslie has just brought me, look, 2 brand new ones up. And I've got my white chalky pencil. So, if you want to use colour with this, so if you want to stick with the black, it's absolutely fine. But I thought it'd be nice to do something a little bit different. And being that everything's white and clean over here, I thought I'd go in with white and clean as well. So, are we ready for this then? Okay, deep breath. Okay. First thing then, I'm gonna sort of bring my my little circle here, and I'm gonna pull it off. Now, don't worry if it's let's turn it that way so you can see what if it's not going to be full sort of or half circle. You just want it maybe a little touch over half, maybe ish. There we go. And the idea, of course. Oh yeah, Kim, absolutely. And you know, we've got Morrison's across the road, and you know, it's not a bad area. Busy, good networking. Okay, here we are then. So I'm just going to draw around the outside. Now, of course, when we use a white pen, as you know, we're going to go a little bit lighter. Oh, gone right. That's okay. Carried away there. Just hold on to your stencil a little bit lighter. There we go. And then I'm also going to draw on the inside. Again, just holding your stencil. There we go. So if you've not got one, please don't worry about it. You can draw a curve. It's fine. And I'm going to put the little one on the inside there. There we are. Hold on to it. And then I'm just going to draw that one there. Okay, and I just want to say as well, yeah, Rose, I'm going to do a few different bits and pieces. So here we go. Now, tiles are starting to arrive as well, so we know that the postal service is working here. All right, just going to split it there, and then bringing it to this side. I'm going to do another one again. This one here. Now, do we do 3 or do we do 2? I think I'm going to put 3 in. So 2 lines, look, creating 3 spaces. There we are. Just sort of break them up as best you can. Now this one, you know, it's sort of working its way round, so that's okay if it's a bit smaller. And same around here. So again, let's just split it there. And then let's have this one to 3 there. And then here I've got same again, but I'm just going to sort of emulate that side a little bit so we've got that shape. Okay? All right. Quick sip of tea. And I've got a cup of tea, no matter what's going on here. Okay, so I'm going to start in this sort of one here, sort of middle. And I'm just going to click out, let's have a bit of a curve from one to the next. Joanne, yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. I can't remember now. I think yours has arrived. Yours came this morning, Joanne, I think. There we are. So I'm just putting a little curve in each one of those. That one's going to go off a little bit because it's up here. Okay. And then the same here. Let's do this one. See, I'm just going the opposite direction now on this side. Now, I didn't want to do something that was similar to the Wednesday one because I don't think I could top that one this week. So I thought we'd go completely different. All right, okay. So if I go a little bit larger now so you can see what I'm doing. There we are. And again, I'm just going to work, you know, in this sort of top end here, and I'm going to split it from that point to there. And then split that one in half and that one in half. Okay? Yeah, Glenys, no, I fully understand that. I know that we're here, we're quite, you know, not in a dilemma as such, but we're looking at the stairs because I know that not everybody can get upstairs. So as we speak, John is looking at stair lifts because you can hire them. So that means that we could hire one, and then that means we could keep up with the maintenance, of course, everything else. So please don't worry about that. We're on the case. All right. But yeah, I mean, if it helps, of course, we can do that for you. So again, look, I'm just splitting the middle, and I'm doing either side. Okay. And then in the middle, and either side. And I must say, actually, working here, it's so I saw that, Sue. It's kind of nice because you don't hear all the noise at the scrapyard anymore, and we don't have the planes flying over. The only thing I've got in my ear at the minute is my husband munching crisps in the background.
No, it isn't.
Oh, no, it's not crisps. He's got chocolate. Oh, Rose. Okay, so there we go. We've got that bit of a design. Now, whilst that's in our mind, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go a bit larger again so you can see what I'm doing. There you are. And I'm just going to add a little bit of a sort of a curve. See, to the top end there? And then I'm just going to sort of fill in the gaps across the top. Okay, there we are. Just sort of giving it a slight scalloped edge and a little bit of a definition or definite line there. Okay, cool. Let's do that one. Shh. Do you know? We're going to have to find him a cupboard, aren't we? He's creeping out the doorway. Leslie, did he not? That's mean. That's mean. I brought you chocolate though. You could have one of those. I don't know. There we go. You see that earlier line now? It sort of disappears in all that, so that's okay. Utter peace. It's amazing sometimes when he's in the room, even if he's quiet, he's noisy. And we did bring the boys up on Monday, and they had a bit of a run round up here. Benji wasn't so sure of it because the carpet felt different, and Seth was like, yeah, I'm just going to find a corner and sleep. So that's nice. Can't tell you how tired we all are, I must admit. But it's all great. Oh, Christine, maybe so. Okay, so there has got that little sort of shape going on. All right, so I'm going to come out a little bit now. I am Louise, and if you watch this video back later on, you'll actually see the classroom because I showed it to you. Okay, so you see here, this is sort of the centre bit. Now I want to focus on this corner here. I'm just going to add in a little curve. There we go. Well, of course, if you do it on the other corner, it's fine, don't worry about it. But we're just going to put that one in. And then I'm going to add a little loop and then work one side and then the other. But again, notice how I start in the middle. So there's that curve again. Just going to fill that in. Start in the middle and then two this way and two this way. Unless you get three in. And then this one. Okay. Well, if we're struggling with tile 8 and ideas, we did use that design on Wednesday's tile. And you could actually, you could do this particular tile again if you wanted to, and you could incorporate it into areas of this. So don't worry and overthink it. Just pick a tile you like and swap out one of the tangles for the one I've chosen for swap 8. But no, it's not there for you to worry. It's all about you just having a bit of fun. You see, this time I'm going to go this side. So I've sort of got that mirror image pointing through. Again, look, just add a couple that side and a couple that side. There we are. We've actually been out today. We had a wander out because we know we needed a few bits and pieces, and I actually found, I'm not one normally for ornaments, but I found a perfect ornament to go in our reception area. And as you well know, my sister isn't with us anymore. She passed away a few years back, and my logo includes her within the wings on the clock and the wings in the background. And we were actually having a wander around, and I found a set of angel wings on a stand, and I just thought that has to be the one. So I brought that one for our reception, so she's in there. So there we go. We've got our sort of little flower shapes. What I'm going to do with this area here, I'm just going to aura inside. So just going to draw inside that little gap that's left. You might find that they're more circular, or depends on how big you've drawn your little flowers in there. And then there we go, into this one. Okay, and this one. See, I'm still just going to add that, just to sort of keep it similar. There we go. Okay, so that's that section here. So I'm going to extend that line now into this next row. So in there. And then you see, if I turn it round, I could sort of start to get a little bit of a round sort of shape going. You see? There we are. I always find it a little bit easy to actually draw towards me, and that gives me, you know, a better sort of shape there. See? There we go. Okay. Oh, Rose, I know. You know what? She's still with us. And, you know, she's still... You know, we promised each other that we were both going to do something we really enjoyed doing. And she sadly never got the chance to do hers. So I bring her along for the ride. Whether she likes it or not, yeah, she's there. Okay. Now I know I've left that little bit there. I don't mind, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to fill that pattern in. And then here we go. So I'm just adding these little curves. So there's nothing stopping you. You could have done like a zigzag down here, and you could put the tangle 8 for the swap in this section if you want to. And if you're stuck, I'm sure you've got lots of ideas. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put a little dot on the end of each one. There we are. See, it's just coming on the inside now of that circle there. All right. And then I'm gonna go a little bit larger with this. Here we go. Oh, I know, Chris. I can hear her in my head. So I'm gonna skip one, go to the next. Skip one, go to the next. You see? Skip, go to the next. So we're creating this sort of little lacy kind of effect just around that circle there. You know, just of course turn your tile as you go in, and don't forget to, you know, keep the design. Now I've got a choice. I am actually going to follow that through as though it was going along and under there. All right. So let's now add sort of an open circle. And of course they're going to be a little bit smaller because we're getting into a smaller space, and depending on where you started your original curve, you might not get this. Okay, and this time I'm going to just join the one next to the other, see? Even if it's quite small, that's fine. Just going to sort of take my time, work them around, and again it's going to sort of go off the page there as though it's going all the way around. Alright, and then just going to add little petal shapes on the inside there. Okay, now I know we can hear a bit of noise in the background there. It's just a few workmen across the way. They're not going to be there for much longer, so that'd be kind of nice. Get our peace and quiet back, and again I'm just going to sort of join the two together. You see, just sort of one next to the other and down there. Okay, and just for the sort of bottom area here, I'm just going to add in all those little loops. See, one in the middle, and then this side, and then this side. And again, I'm just going to add some little bubbles in those gaps. Yeah, and a little line and a dot. And same there, look, little dots. Okay. So that's sort of headed with that. We've got a few things done with that. I think what I'm going to do is, looking at this one here, I'm just going to add a bit of a curve in there. One's just going off there. There we are. Little curve. All the way round. Don't worry if one's a bit bigger than the other, it's fine. Just working it through. Okay. And that one. Okay, and I'm just going to add in some lines. Now if you want to do dots, that's fine. If you want to leave it and fill it with colour maybe, it's fine too. So, just want to use lines. I'm going to put one there, I think. Do you know, something really nice, isn't it, about using a white pen when it flows? It's just lovely. And of course I don't know if my tile looks black, but it's actually one of the navy blue ones. So it's a nice one to do. It's sort of, I do love the black tiles, but this one's a little bit warmer, isn't it? Okay, same in this one. All right. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh, look at that. All right, now you just want to make sure that, you know, it's dry before you do the next bit, because I'm just going to come in now with this smaller circle, and I'm just going to sort of bring it out here. Now let's have a look at where it is, because I'd like to get another one on the end here if I can. So it's, say, sort of middle maybe. There we are. And if I just draw around it, just nice and gentle, just like I did before. I'm going to come back this way, I think. There we are. And then same again on the inside there. Okay. So I've got that shape. Okay. So this time I'm gonna put the lines in just like I did before. So let's bring this one up into there, and then I'm gonna come and split the middle there, and then one on either side. I'm turning it round. Same again. Look, I'm splitting the middle, and then one here and one here. Okay, same sort of thing as before. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put a little mark in the middle of each one of those, because I need to sort of gauge the centre a bit, but I don't want to put a serious line in. Okay, and then let's see, this one's going to go behind there. So from here to there, so from that point up to that little mark we've just made. Okay, little points, just all the way around. There we go. Okay, and then from here to here. See, just sort of working it around. So I'm creating these little curves. There we go. Go around my shape. And that one there. So let's have a look at these lines in the middle. I'm going to go a bit larger so you can see it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put a little loop, one either side, at the top there, and then I'm going to do one a little bit smaller, and then one a little bit smaller. And same here. So loops at the top, getting a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. Of course we could come in and we could put our little dots in the middle there. Although if you wanted to use a different colour gel pen, you can. Might come back and do them again when my gel pen's drying and go over the top. Okay, so don't think you've got to do it all in one foul swift move. Don't worry about that little line there. If you've got little lines like that, it's not a problem. It'll disappear in a little bit. Notice as well, certainly with a gel pen, don't put your hand in it. You don't want to smudge it. Okay. Have I reminded you all to breathe? Because this one's quite relaxing and we're all chilling. So you might just see a little bit of one there maybe. Okay. Yeah, it would be nice in gold, it would be. So maybe you need to do another one and do it in a different colour. Okay, I'm just adding a little aura now inside these shapes. So whether you want to go all the way around and do the same shape curve first and then do the other side afterwards, but I think I'm good. I'm just going to put one each side. There we go. See, just sort of working it round. See, once you've got that first shape, putting the aura in, whether it's in or around the outside, it always feels a little bit easier, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, so again, I'm coming in with the lines. I'm going to start here at the top. And then I'm going to work my way around, sort of as though I'm following that curve. There we are. And same this way. And then another one here. Just working my way down that side and then down the next. All right. again. If you'd rather put bubbles in, then go ahead and put bubbles in, or if you want to leave it blank, you could do that too. But you know, I'm leaving some blank spaces, so it, you know, in my opinion, I think it needs something in there just to give it a little bit of something. And then into this one. Okay, oh, one there. Same again. Okay, just sort of one side then the next. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Lynn, honestly, whenever we got shop orders out yesterday, and we made sure that we were up and running in that section as quick as we possibly could be. So there are other areas that we need to deal with, but certainly if there's anything you need, please go ahead and either order on the shop or drop me an email or something. We can get that done for you. So there we go. Alright, so we've got that going all the way around. Let's have a look where we're at so far. Okay. So I'm going to bring in a bit of a grid here for you grid lovers out there. It doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as we've got a grid. So mine's sort of going to go a bit diagonal. Yours might go more horizontal than mine, but whatever you want to do. There we are. I'm just going to put that in. Okay. Joe, I'm back over there on the 10th of September. So I've got the 10th booked and the 20th of September, so I'm on twice next month, which is good news. October, I've got a couple. I think it's 2nd of October and one maybe 13th, I think, something like that. Then there's a show in Harrogate's. I think it's 20-something of October. That I actually booked the stand and paid for it and everything before lockdown, so that's sort of come around and that's happening. And then of course at the end of October is Craftopia, isn't it? And I think I'm still doing that, so I shall be at Craftopia with Creating Craft. So next month's going to be quite a busy month. Oh, Lynn. It's something I've had to order in, so we've not been able to make them here, so that should give you a bit of a hint. You have seen them. Well, you've seen one set anyway. You've seen something that I used, or we've been using in some of the samples, and there is, what can I say, something we've done before, but it's in a different format. Oh, so secretive, I know. Okay, I'm just going to work. Oh, Lynn, shh. I'm just going to put another, one of the inner sort of circular shapes here. Look. There we are. Okay. And then let's just bring in a bit of a line. It looks almost like a grid again, but I'm going to do another line. And I don't want to spoil your fun, Louise. If I tell you now, it won't be exciting, will it? No. Charlotte, no, I'm not booked in for the NEC. John and I have booked a holiday in November. I mean, whether it goes ahead or not, I don't know. So we sort of didn't book any shows. I have said that I was going to do Peterborough and Doncaster with Creating Craft next year. So there's lots of things to look forward to, lots of things going on. And of course we are going to set up screens in here, so if you can't make it for classes in person, then I'm sure we can want to arrange where we could have some Zoom coming in as well. So I don't want to leave anybody out. There we go. So you see, just put in those lines, and then you can do as many or as few of these as you want. You see, each one's gone underneath each other. And then it wouldn't be one if I didn't put a few bubbles in, would it? So let's add in some bubbles. Okay. Now I'm going around these twice. It's just to sort of reinforce them, because with it being the outer edge. Yeah, see, I thought you'd like that. It just means, you know, we could all, even if you can't be here, you can still be here. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that, you know, you want to meet each other, have face to face. So we're going to try and make that happen. Okay, bubbles all the way around. Oh, Julie, I don't know. Because I know we normally go up there. That's those shows we did with Gordon and Justin, didn't we? So I think they are looking at starting up again next year with their shows. So yeah, I think we'll be doing theirs, assuming they do them again, which I'm sure they will. Okay. So we've got a bit of a line here now. I'm going to come from let's go a little bit larger. Here we go. You see, I'm sort of working slightly further in on the line. I'm going to come out and put a little curve in, and then same on the other side. Oh dear me, I could do with a clone. That would be kind of cool. I can get everything done I need to get. But no, I love it. I really do. I love to be busy, and it's really nice that we are, and I'm so thankful. And, you know, if it wasn't for all of you and your support, then I wouldn't have this classroom sat here, and we wouldn't be able to do anything, would we? I don't know where I'd be. Don't know what I'd be doing. God forbid, back in a classroom in school. Oh, no, we don't want that, do we? There we are. So I'm just sort of now working my way around, filling the space up with these little leaves. Of course, again, if you don't want to do leaves, you can do other shapes, or we know quite a few leaf shapes, don't we? Oh, Charlotte. No, we're so we have found somewhere that's near hotels. So whether it's something that we can do. All right. But we had to settle somewhere. We had to do something. And I must admit, I know, Chris, you said the first thing you need to do coming in on Monday was to just smile at the place, and that's what we did. We came in smiling, and we've carried on doing that. It's a really nice, comfortable feel here. It's just lovely. Oh, see, look, I did the leaf first and then the line. Okay. There we are. And of course, through these live sessions, it's almost like a record of my journey, because the first tiles that we did were in my very first unit. It was a unit that John had got. He rented a unit, and I was in his. And then, of course, in the last May we moved, so we can remember us moving then. There we are. So I think now I'm going to sort of leave the pen there. I'm going to come in with my pencil. I've got a white chalk pencil or a pastel. You could use another colour if you wanted to. I'm just going to keep it sort of white here, just to keep that like almost lacy feel going. So, all right, this small circle in here, I'm just going to add some pencil. You see, with the chalk, it's very different. It goes on quite sort of smoothly, and you might get a little bit of dust from it, but don't sort of try and blow it away. Leave it for a minute. Let's have a little bit in that bottom section there too. Okay. No, Viv, no more aeroplanes. I'm going to put a little bit in there. Oh, there you go. And a bit on this side too. Okay. Just try and leave a gap in the middle, because this time it's not for leaving the highlight, it's for leaving that darkness. Because we need a bit of contrast between the two. It's almost like the opposites, isn't it? We normally try and keep the light, whereas today we're actually drawing the light in. So let's go around here. Of course, we can always come back and put more in if we need to. So if you want to build it up, that's fine. And if you were using a regular pencil, you'd be doing exactly the same as I am. It's just that obviously your colour's going to be different. You'll be with a regular graphite, not the pastel. There we go. So again, let's take it round here. All right. So I know, looks a little bit messy at the minute, but we'll work on that in a second. Okay, I'm just going to add a little line. It's almost like a little, let's go a bit bigger so you can see there. Oh, Lynn, I hope you got it sorted. It's nothing worse, is it? Little line, look. Oh, there. And then just sort of, it's almost like a little V. It's upside down V, isn't it? So I'm just putting a little bit on two sides, really. There you go, look. All right. And then again, let's go outside. That circle there. Okay. And I'm going to just bring a bit in there. So I just want that to sort of go a little bit further up there. Okay. All right. And then again, around the outside of that circle. So straight over that one, see? It is, isn't it? It's, I do like that. The white does tend to look lacy. Let's have a look. And again, let's go around that. I'm going to go around the bubbles. Okay. And I'm just going to pick a couple of these lines and just put a little bit on one side of just a couple. And maybe that one there. Not overdoing it. Okay. All right, so working our way back to over here. I'm going to come in with a new tortillon. Look at this. Okay. I'm just going to soften the edges around that shape there. And then circle it round. Now sometimes, with our chalk, we've got to sort of get a little bit of work. So it depends on what you're working on. Some of it, this is a super smooth tile, so it just takes a little bit more to work it round, but it'll still do the job beautifully. And then here, I'm just going to soften either side there, just leaving that darkness in the middle. And that side. Here we go. Same here. And then this one. Just taking my time. I mean, I can always come back and add more in if I need to. So, nothing matters. Oh yeah, just taking our time. Okay, let's work on this next one. So I'm working my way outwards, taking each step individually. Oh, it'll be nice when they finish the building over there. It's not going to be a common occurrence with that noise. And of course, the weekend classes, it won't be noise because it's very quiet around here at weekends. Okay, so you see I'm just sort of going up, but again, I'm leaving a little bit. Or Chris, I wonder, maybe put less on. Put it on lightly, put less on, and build it up in layers. And see how you go with that. And I think maybe trying to think which would be best. Sort of start with one of the lighter tiles. When I say the lighter, you know, maybe the one of the light brown ones from the native collection. So that's sort of halfway between super smooth and cartridge, and that'll give you a little bit more bite on your paper. And see how you go with that, and then sort of transfer to a super smooth later, because I know the super smooths do take still a little bit more work to get them going. No, Rose. No, she has a wand. She can, you know, apparate all over the place. You know, whipping her wand out every minute. No, she definitely doesn't. I don't think she needs a bike. Not quite sure if I'd trust her. No, they're almost done over there. They're just little bits. Okay. So, of course, onto our little sort of V kind of shapes. And then again onto this next one. I know, Chris. It's one of their power tools. They've got to work. At least it's not going to be all the time. So there we are. See, just again, I'm just leaving that top section without any on. Just in little bits. And then, of course, yeah, Lynn, that's a good idea as well, yeah. Piece of paper, because, you know, we've always got oil and greasy fingers, even if we've sort of just washed them. So putting a piece of paper helps, or a tissue. But, yeah, we don't want to be, I know we eat cake sometimes while we're doing a tile, but when you're doing one of these tiles, you want to sort of be saving the cake till you're finished. Okay. So yeah, just get my way around there. There we go. Oh, and I think you'll be impressed with me this morning. No, this morning I made Leslie a cup of tea. My husband's just nearly choked. I did. I made her a cup of tea. What is happening to me? There we are. Yeah, don't blow your chalk. Wait until you've finished and you've actually done all the work that you need to do on it, and then you can blow, but not yet. No, because I know if you do it, you sort of lose some of it, and you know, you want to keep hold of it just for a little while. There we are. All right. So I'm going to blow now. There we are. I'm just going to come back in with that white gel pen. So if you recall, where was I? On these, I just wanted to add a little bubble in the middles. So now I'm going to come in and do that. See, I might have to sort of dot it rather than it's sort of decided it would finish for the day. There we go. I mean, it doesn't need it seriously, but I just think it's kind of nice to just add that little bit in there, just so I know it's finished. And again, you could come in and you could put different colour in with this if you wanted. And a little bit of bling. Okay. Yeah, more to the point before, was it? Well, she drank it. All right, let's have a look at this. Okay. I think it's just, you know, a little bit of there to sort of work in. I'm just going to come back in with that white pencil. Perhaps would have been better if I'd have sharpened it, but not to worry. I'm just going to add a little bit more around. Did you hear that? She said it was wet and warm. Obviously, I don't need to be making any more then, do I? Oh dear. Okay, so I'm just going to soften that up a little bit. Not too much. I don't want it to travel as much as the first one did. I actually do have a little bit of a blue gel pen here. I am actually going to put a touch of colour on there. See, I've got metallic blue. Okay, here we are, look. So if I go back in, I can add a bit of blue. There we are. See, oh, let's go a bit more. There you are, look. Just sort of a little bit of a dot on each of those, you see? Just a subtle hint, nothing crazy. And this is, if you're a little bit scared of putting colour on, this could be one of the first steps that you just come in and add just a little bit of a dot of colour in those little bits there, yeah? And I think I'm just going to come in the centre as well. And let's have a look, let's fill those ones. See, just sort of going over the top. And this is the thing we do after, once we've shaded everything, because of course it can disappear in all that shadow. Okay, so let's see, it's not much, but it's there, isn't it? Let's have a look if you can see. Is it just a little bit of bling, see when it dries. Okay, let's have a look at that then. So there we go. Now this would look absolutely beautiful if we did 2 of them, and just sort of they went smaller and smaller each time, or stretch them out a little bit more. I haven't done one of those, but I have done it in a different colour so you can see it. I used a red tile, so yeah, I pinched one of Leslie's red tiles. And there we go. So if you want to do it in a different colour, again, you've got those lovely delicate little designs going on. It's similar but the same, so you get a different idea. But if I turned it round, let's turn one round. Let's have a look. And join it together. Now again, you're going to get a slightly more oval in the middle, which is what we planned for, because, oh, there you are. That's what we expected. And if that's why if we use the stencils, we know we're going to get the same sort of size. Well done, Ree. So, that's whether it's up, back, top or bottom, it doesn't really matter, or you mix the 2 together, you could do that, but entirely how you want to do it. So the last thing to do with these is to give them a little bit of a signature. So here we go. Oh, my pen's decided it doesn't want to work now. There we go. Now, of course, this one's going to have a special place because it's the first one we've done in our new home. So here we go, tile 166 on Friday, 20th of August, all completed. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you've enjoyed the chit chat. Okay, a little bit of noise from the machines outside, but yeah, it's not going to be forever. And thank you so much for your support and your help and your kind words, and just for being supportive of each other, because we've now got a place that we can come and we can all work together and we can share, and it's going to be wonderful. I have such hopes for the place, and it's all thanks to you and everybody that helps and supports and continues to come back and watch these tiles. So thank you so much, and I hope you've enjoyed that one. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget your tile swaps. If you're not sure, go back and have a look at the video, and then pick a tile that you like the look of and just add a little bit of it in there and you'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, I will see you all on Wednesday, all being well, at 2 o'clock, same place. So until then, have a lovely weekend and take care, and I'll see you all soon. Okay, bye.